Hey there friends and enemies, JoPa here again, and today we got a brand new gameplay trailer for Exoborne, an upcoming sci-fi extraction shooter that I think looks very interesting. So let's see what they have in store for us today. It's almost like sci-fi Battlefield at times with the environments and from what we've seen in the past with the changing weather elements. It does look kind of sick, to be honest. Looks like there could be different classes. You can shoot in first person or third person here. They have a similar feature in other games, so that's unsurprising. Good movement, including a jetpack. This is the storm that I was talking about, that apparently is supposed to affect gameplay. Vehicles as well. Grappling hook, a glider, a little infrared shot there. This is honestly maybe a little bit more fast-paced and not as in-depth, but this is kind of what I anticipated from something like Marathon, to be honest. Master the Apocalypse. Okay. So you can sign up for a playtest right now. Definitely go check out exoborne.com to do so. This game is releasing on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, etc. And yeah, overall, I am really excited about this one. I think it looks interesting for a couple different reasons. As somebody who doesn't play some of these slower extraction shooters like Tarkov and those games, I know there's a big audience for those. I'll be very curious to see how successful these faster paced extraction shooters actually are. Whether running in with 3 players will be mandatory. It almost feels Battle Royale-esque with the way that the gameplay is playing ultimately. And I don't know how that's going to appeal to everybody, if I'm being honest. I think for me personally, this is more the style of game that I would be interested in. Sci-fi elements, which I'm a big fan of, so it allows for a lot more creativity with weapon types and with the type of vehicles and everything that you can put in the game, abilities as well. I that's why I like sci-fi and fantasy stuff, because it really allows you to expand what you're doing in comparison to more mil-sim type of games. So that's just a personal preference there. But also, the movement looks good. We saw a jetpack, we saw a glider, we saw a vehicle, we saw a grappling hook. Whether they are tied to certain classes, characters, whatever the case may be, I'm not sure about that. But again, I think that's a good thing. It'll allow for you to really play quickly. One of the downsides to things like the extraction mode in Warzone or in Battlefield, for example, the Hazard Zone, those games played slow. You had to play them not as fast as something like this. And I don't think it provided any kind of unique identity either. Plus, there was no long-term goals or rewards that were worthwhile. You weren't improving a base or upgrading your character over the course of time as much as you would like to in a traditional extraction game. There's not a reason for you to keep playing. Whether they do something like wipes or anything like that also remains to be seen. But I'm very curious about this. We've seen a lot of these sci-fi games recently do well. This one is more extraction shooter than something like, obviously, you've had The First Descendant and Once Human. I'm a big fan of those games. And this one is going to provide some new way to jump in and maybe have just like a jump in, jump out gameplay where you play a round, you play a match, and then you get out, and then you collect your rewards. But longevity, there's going to need to be a variety of maps, a variety of upgrades, whether that is for your home base, for your character, all that kind of stuff to unlock very, very important, but also the gameplay has to feel good. And a lot of that has to come down to the movement, the way the guns feel, the way the abilities work. Balancing all of that, I think, will be very challenging. But overall, I'm looking forward to this game, and I think it's one that does have a lot of potential. If this releases in the same rough window as Marathon, I'll be very curious to see which one is ultimately successful or more successful than the other. I think there might not be room for both of them to succeed as well. Anyway, my name is JoPa. Let me know what you guys think of Exoborne in the comments down below. What did you think of this gameplay trailer? I liked it personally. Still a lot that remains to be seen with the game though. My name is JoPa. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one. I'll catch you all later.